Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Willie, and welcome to the Soul Train Diaries. And real quickly, I'd just like to show off my shirt here. EFR, baby. If you know what that is, you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, ask me a question in the comments section. I'll explain it to you. But today, we are going to the Collection of Wonders. We're about 5 jumps away. Where we left off from the last episode, actually. I think, yeah, are we still in? Yeah, we're still in Rohini, aren't we? Okay. Oh, we're at Sakakoea. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just making sure I was where I thought I was. Okay. So we're not at Rohini. We did jump ahead. We did find a station to park at that's only 5 jumps away. Well, I say 5 jumps. It's more than that. 8 jumps. 8 jumps away. My bad. So let's do it. Hope you guys are having a good day. It is finally a nice spring day where I live. It is probably the first day of spring and the last day of spring here. I think our high is going to be about...
Ship restraints withdrawn. You may depart when ready.
I think our high is going to be about 80 degrees here in about 2.5 hours. Upper 70s most of the day, but there's not a lot of humidity, which is very, very nice. Which is also why I said it's such a nice spring day. Not a whole lot of humidity in the air. Our bread doesn't mold right away on days like this.
Frameshift drive charging.
Speed restrictions lifted.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, now we can select that again. We're just gonna climb until we reach... orbital cruise, which is the OC marking on the right side there of my UI. 100 kilometers and growing. All right, there we are. Out of the orbital cruise. Okay. Ooh. There we go. A mail. Oh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Friendship drive charging. So I watched on Peacock, Kevin Hart and Snoop made a year in review show for 2021.
Fuel scooping.
I had not known about this until recently, and I watched that last night, and it was freaking hilarious. But in part of that, they talked to William Shatner
Fuel
about
scoop disengaged.
his trip to outer space that he made in that year. And
Frame shift
he said,
drive
of course, it was
charging.
amazing. You know, they get up there and they unhook from their 5-point harness and they're floating around. And he says, you know, you look out the left window and you're looking, you know, at planet
4,
Earth. And
3,
because,
2,
you know, the angle we were
1.
seeing, you know,
Engage.
into the ozone at like a certain angle, it's just, I don't remember everything he said, but it was phenomenal. And he says you turn around and you look the other way and it's just nothing. He's like, it's just pitch black. He said it was I don't remember what he said, but the word he used to describe it was something like terrifying or frightening or awesome. I just can't remember. But he's like, not one star. He couldn't see one star. He's like, it was just nothing but pitch black.
Fuel scooping complete.
And I find that hard to believe from one sense, because standing here on the ground, we can look up and we see stars everywhere.
Frame shift drive charging.
So I don't know what to take from that. Other than I'm just going to have to take his word for it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping.
You know what I need to do is get ED Discovery up,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
find out how much any of these are worth before we move on. Oh, it may not update right away because oh, there we go. Nah, nothing of value here. Well, I mean, everything has value, but not of the value high enough to make me want to stop and map.
Frame shift drive charging.
I mean, the biggest thing is Class 2 Giant. Planet number 2, the honk and go value is 27,000. Surface
4,
map is going to be
3, 2,
roughly 4
1.
times that.
Engage.
So, you know, 105 to 110,000. The second best one is 17,000 honk value, so 70 to 75 grand maybe. ED Discovery is very helpful
Fuel
if you
scooping.
play this game and you don't have it.
Fuel
If
scoop
you can
disengaged.
actually get your account to load into ED Discovery, it is super phenomenal. Excuse me, I cannot, for whatever reason, I can't get it to see my game. And I think it's because I'm playing on
Frame
Legacy.
shift drive charging.
I'm not playing the current version of the game, I'm playing the Legacy version. And a lot of the third-party sites moved on to continue supporting the Odyssey version of the game.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And so I would not be surprised if, you know, if that's not the reason, or rather, I would not be surprised if it is the reason why. However, it still recognizes that I'm playing the game. It still recognizes the systems I
Fuel
land in,
scooping.
and it gives me data based on what other people have found and turned into EDSM. Oh, space is starting to get really pretty now.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh, that's real pretty. All right, 3 jumps away.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another huge system here with a bunch of planets that aren't worth crap.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Hi, baby. Give me a second, okay? Gotta make sure we don't fly into this star.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
All right, and
Fuel scoop disengaged.
okay, what are we? 2 jumps out. We're gonna take a quick break. My wife is about to go out, so I'm gonna tell her bye and give her a kiss. Give me a second, I'll be right back. This is... All right. Wife is going out to run some errands. It's awfully nice of her. Alrighty. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
All right, so we were jump away.
System scan complete.
We've got 2 black holes, a ringed star, a ringed
Fuel
neutron
scooping
star,
complete.
and something else. I want to say there's like 5 things there. So I am going to, let's see, we'll go ahead and get the jump. Well, I'm going to turn off my camera here. So that, you know,
Four,
we don't have any,
2, 1. Engage.
I don't want anything blocked while we're here in the system. Visually.
Hull integrity compromised. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning, temperature critical. Heatsink deployed.
Okay, we'll find that in a second. So we flew right into a black hole. That's awesome. Ah. Oh, we haven't even honked yet. Like it happened, it sucked us in, and I about crapped myself. Okay. A lot of ringed planets in this system too. Gas giants. God dang it. Okay. Alrighty. 7 more bodies to find. That's the great thing about going into a new sector in the Milky Way is all of the codex entries you're going to get for finding all of the same stuff you've already found in another sector. And so those first few jumps, everything you map is a codex entry. And it's awesome. Oh.
System scan
All right.
complete.
And ED's discovery says 1B rocky body is 147,000 just from the honk. So let's go surface scan that. One B. But okay. And then from there, we'll go look at the black hole, and then we'll go look at these ringed stars. But yeah. Alright. Size that down. A 7 probe sized body. Keep wanting to call them planets, and I know that's not correct because they're not all planets, but they are orbital bodies of some variety. There's and we start putting on the brakes. All right. Okay, 7 probes. Say in. I used to have a link on Reddit that showed you exactly where to put your probes for the bonus.
Surface scanned by 50%.
That, I think, will do it. Watch it put us at like 89%. $86, of course. And this will be like 89. We won't get the bonus here. Oh, close though. Wow, it didn't. Wow, that's just awful. Okay. There's 6 probes. If this doesn't do it, well, I'm an idiot. Oh. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
And now ED Discovery shows it at 613,000. Okay. Oops. Probably should not have done that. Anyway. Okay, so we've got the mapping done. All right. So black holes, man, they're cool. Visually, the graphics on them are neat. But what you really want is to have something behind it, because it's going to warp what you're seeing. And so I kind of want to get under it and get the that massive star field in the center of the galaxy behind it, because man, it is super cool to see. But I don't know, man, it's going to take us a while, I think. Okay. This is really, really neat looking though. Once you get a little closer and the visuals start warping, as you can see right there, it's starting to do it. Yeah. So this is a black hole, what they look like in the game. As we get closer, you'll actually start seeing what it actually looks like. We are going to hit the brakes though. Try our best not to get sucked in. Slow it down just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, as it moves around and the things behind it change, I mean, you can see how it's warping the visual perspective. And so black holes will look differently based on the angle you're looking at them, you know, and what's behind it. And so that's pretty cool. I mean, as you can see, oh, of course, it's gonna. And that is what it looks like to fly past a black hole and not into one. That is pretty cool. Let's go look at the other stars, right? Because this is a ringed star, ringed star, ringed star. Another black hole. Yeah. AB1, AB2, AB3, and AB4. So I'm wondering though, were these gas giants that did become stars? I've always wondered that, like how that works. Maybe 3, 1. All right. But yeah, space is starting to look really pretty out here. Excuse me. As we get closer and closer to the center of the galaxy, there'll be more and more stars in the sky as you fly closer, and it just gets phenomenal to see. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. I mean, it really is. If you enjoy it for what it is, you know. Which, I mean, I enjoy it for what it was. I'm not a big fan of their Odyssey DLC and the game changes they made. And it had an effect on their game the way that Cataclysm had an effect on Blizzard's, you know, World of Warcraft. the Elite Dangerous player base kind of split. It was a very divisive thing. All right, so this is pretty. All right, hang on a second. See if we can get a little closer. I mean, I know we can, but I also don't want to overheat, and I don't want to run into the ring. But this is pretty.
Fuel scooping.
Huh. That shit.
Fuel scooping complete. Man, so we've got a nebula in the back. Yeah, didn't mean to do that. All right. And let's see. Maybe two. Yes, the ring neutron star. Ooh. All right, so I'll turn my camera back on for a second. Anyway, while we are heading that way. Huh. Mino said that he's watching the stream and it's like sideshow at best, slideshow at best with the stream. I wonder why that is. Huh. Well, if anybody else is having troubles, let me know. Leave me a comment down below, and yeah, I'll see if I can't figure that out. Probably something I did because I'm stupid. Okay, coming in on the neutron star, ringed neutron star at that. You'd think its value would be up there for a honk and go. This is, what is this, AB2? AB2 is 14,000 for a honk and go. Oh.
Isn't that pretty? Actually, it's hit 0 for a second, and there we go. Boy, isn't that pretty? Another nebula behind a ringed neutron star. Let's get a little closer now and have a look at those rings, because man, that's a massive set of rings. I forgot how large this was. You know, and it might have been because, I mean, if the graphics on that, if you look, like the stars, it has like a flaming graphic to it. So, I mean, it could be that. But yeah, this is just, I'm afraid to get too close. Excuse me. But man, look how pretty this is. I don't want to fly down into it. All right, let's see. That nebula back there behind it, that's pretty cool. Man, this is just pretty. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful. Oh, we got behind us. There we go. All right, that is a pretty place. Oops. A little bit of flight time to get to this one, but not terrible. I'm gonna turn my camera off again for this. Alright, time to hit the brakes and look at that. Look at that. Holy crap, the size of that set of rings. Oh, 14. I wonder what the mining is like out here. Wow. It's just pretty. Nice. That is indeed very pretty. All right, let's go have a look at last bit here. Another black eye. Said another black eye. another black hole. Okay. I mean, you can see the distortion from the other black hole in the background, just above and to the right there. That's the first one we saw earlier. That's the one we zoned in on. And it is also, as you can see, giving us that graphical, whatever, words. But what happens if you line them up, I wonder? I've never done that. Be kind of neat, actually. Need to go down here. Probably need to slow down a bit. What's the other one? Okay, so we still need to go this way. Okay.
don't think I'm going to be able to line them up. Oh, sure I can. I mean, it's 2 points. 2 points make a line. Just gotta get it. Alright. And maybe if we get... Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get it. It's too bad. That's all right. It is pretty cool looking though. All right. So that, my friends, is the collection of wonders. Let's turn this back on. All right. That is the collection of wonders. A couple of ring neutron stars, another ringed, I think it was class M star, huge star, and 2 black holes, man. Excuse me, and one of the planets was worth mapping. AB1, I believe it was. No, that's not right. AB1 was the star. Maybe 1B, I think is what it was, yeah. All right, so from here, we don't have any other places yet marked out before Colonia. So, with that, I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to head back to where I started. So, what was 8 jumps, I think. Sequoia. And I will go and park.
Frameshift drive charging.
And while parked, I'll see if I can find some other places between here and Colonia worth stopping at. I wouldn't mind finding a few more stations along the way.
4, 3, 2.
Just to find them, let you guys know where they are. Maybe. I mean, there's so much of this game that has yet to have even been seen because there's so much out there. I think. Oops,
by late
Fuel scooping.
2019, I think the entire player base that had been playing the game had found and
Fuel scoop
discovered.
disengaged.
I think it was 0.004 something % of the game. And it had been out for a few years, several years, I think, at that point.
Frameshift drive charging.
Somebody did the math once and said that I think if every player on the planet played the game for like 100 years, they might discover everything in the game. So
4, 3, 2,
that's
1. Engage.
that's why I like the exploration bit of this game. There's so much out there that people have never seen and never been to. And I want to do that. I want to go out and explore.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Come on. Oh, there we
4,
go.
3,
Do that.
2, 1. Engage.
Do that. Okay. Trying to size down my windows here by their screen so I can see the value.
Fuel scooping.
Does not look like we're running into anything worth our time, which is sad.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Jumps, okay. But with that, I mean, that's the collection of wonders, friends. Wonderful place to go to. It's very pretty. Really good time for taking pictures.
4, 3.
You know, if you've
2,
been there, if you've taken
1.
pictures, you know,
Engage.
tell us about your experience. You know, I want to hear about your trips. If there are places you want to see that you know are here, or places you think I would like to see, let me know. I want to go see the pretty stuff. I want to get back into some of the, what do they call them, the natural phenomenons
Fuel
or whatever,
scooping.
where you can go in and scan, you know, some, oh, what are they called? Space,
Fuel
space
scoop
things.
disengaged.
I think to use a technical term. Biological and genealogical. Yeah, these things. Well, the clouds, right? But then inside of the clouds, these things. Yeah, you see these. We'll see these. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jumps away. Good lord. Feels like it's taking forever. But yeah, like and subscribe.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Engage.
You know, it might have been the star fix. I kind of, when we were talking about that, I thought about going back, but it was one of those massive, you know, those M stars too, so
Fuel scooping.
the
System
graphic
scan
quality on it was
complete.
probably, you know, just eating up memory. I wonder.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
3 jumps, okay.
Frameshift drive charging. 2, 1. Engage.
Watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania last night. It hit Disney yesterday. It was a good movie, man. I think I understand now why so many people said it was a bad
Fuel
Marvel film,
scooping.
though. And I think those people are the people that probably don't have Disney
Fuel
Plus
scooping complete.
and have not seen Loki. Because if you haven't seen Loki, but you've seen all the other movies, this one's gonna fucking confuse you. Man, that's pretty. Look at that. Look at that. That is just pretty. Well, no, yeah, no, it's the Kang connection, right? But, you know, it's Kang the Conqueror down in the quantum realm, right? And he's explaining it from his perspective, the way that the Kang, you know, the He Who Remains, or the One Who Remains, or whatever, you know, he told his version of the story. Kang the Conqueror in Quantumania tells it also, but I mean, at the same time, I think it's presumed anyway that the average watcher is going to be familiar. I don't want to say familiar, but I can see how less intelligent people who have not seen Loki would have a hard time
Frameshift drive charging.
following that storyline because they've missed a massive chunk of it, you know. So that's why I think people have said that it was not a good Marvel film.
4, 3, 2.
That's just my
1.
thought.
Engage.
I thought it was a great film. I thought it was a great chapter in the timeline story, the multiverse, Kang, Dynasty, whatever overarching storyline is.
Fuel scooping.
Also, there's more good, well, I say good, there's more news floating about, of course, I think
Fuel
Marvel
scoop
or Disney,
disengaged.
maybe Marvel, they did another thing where they're announcing like the next 40 years of Marvel.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I think Blade is back in the running again. It was shut down for a while. I had heard that Mahershala Ali walked away from it over a dispute with the director. And then if I'm not
4,
mistaken,
3, 2.
Marvel ended up firing the director, and I
Engage.
believe Mahershala Ali is back. So that's good, because he's a phenomenal actor. I fell in love with him in fucking 2007 maybe with the 4400.
Fuel scooping.
Damn it. Here we go.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, and there was at the end, one of the end credit scenes was a scene from season 2 of Loki. I'm excited. I'm very excited for season 2 of Loki. The people that they have coming, the actors, Ki-Hai Kwan is going to be in it. I think he's listed in all 6 episodes on IMDb. Ooh, no kidding. I didn't know Spawn was getting redone. Todd McFarlane, man. He came up with some neat stuff. Does Marvel own Spawn? Because I thought that Todd McFarlane basically created his own comic universe. But I could be mistaken about that. I don't know enough about Todd McFarlane and his stuff other than Spawn. But, man, I remember... Do you remember the animated series that came out in the 90s on Showtime? That was phenomenal. That was when I first learned of what Spawn was. Like, I didn't even know what it was. And so then later when the movie came out, holy cow. I was pretty stoked about that. And then to learn that John Leguizamo was in that as fucking, what's his name? Bad guy clown dude. Oh, it's HBO, yeah.
Orbital flight engaged.
Forgot this was space station or land station. I hate coming in on planets. I mean, I'm not really worried about crashing at this point, but I hate if you get into a glide early and you gotta wait 10 stinking minutes for the glide to finish. And like this, my speed's going down. Ditto. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. There we go. I always get scared, man, after that belly flop. I get super scared.
Lake on Whiskey, India, Lima. Welcome, Commander. Please restrict your approach speed and give way to larger vessels. Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on docking bay 07. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Alright, and that, again, my friends, is the Collection of Wonders. And we're back at the Osaka Korea Spaceport.
Landing gear deployed.
And with that, we're going to call it a show here. Y'all have a special day. And, yeah.
Contact.
Take care.